Have you ever wondered what Drew Jenkins does all day? Me neither. But he has let us know in his latest series of 3 videos. And I found it quite disturbing, to say the least. He starts off his day, it's a Friday. He shows us that he's leaving work, his overnight job at Safeway. From Safeway, it looked like he appeared to do one order on his, gig work. He then, I'm assuming, took that money. He went back to the store, bought some items. He bought some strawberries and some onions and some grapes and some dish soap. And now keep note of this. He bought 3 energy drinks, which would have came to $10.50 before tax. Now this is important. Remember the energy drinks, okay? He then goes home and he tells us that he's going to get some sleep and he'll see us later. Okay, see you later, Drew. Video 2 starts with him. Are you ready for this? Taking his attitude medication, aka him smoking on the stoop out front of the shelter room. Yes, he had the audacity to show himself taking a hit off of his cigarette, let's say, and then the big cloud of smoke comes across our screen, and followed by the uncontrollable coughing and him dropping the lighter in front of the screen. And he thinks this is cute, apparently. You know, you have no home, but you're spending money on this green. And then think it's cute to show yourself smoking it. Okay, Drew, let's move on. If you see me looking down, I made my notes. Yes, I actually made notes of Drew's day. I know I'm crazy, but I don't want you all to miss any of this. Then he decides, after his little smoking session, his attitude adjustment, we're going to clean the filthy, once again filthy, shelter room. Now, mind you, this man worked all night. Now, I cannot stand Drew, but I am going to take up for him here. This man worked all night long. Now he's cleaning the shelter room. While Stephanie shows her briefly doing something in the kitchen, cooking something, then we see Stephanie pretending to be Mother of the Year, reading a book with Manova giggling. I'll give it to Manova. She's adorable baby, adorable. And I was very pleased to hear that she is trying to talk. That's great. That was the plus to this whole video. But we show Stephanie interacting with Manova. You know, we don't ever see her interacting with Atlas. No, of course not. But Manova, we see her interacting with her. And this whole time, Drew's cleaning this shelter room. Stephanie keeps wrangling the kids because Atlas keeps running, getting himself stuck in the crease of the couch. You know, they fold it down between where you would sit and the back of the couch that folds down. He keeps wedging himself in this crack. So Stephanie keeps getting the kids, and then it shows her on her kneeling down on this couch, just keep getting the kids, and the whole while Drew's just cleaning away while Stephanie just continues to gather up the kids. Now then, why did this man work all night? And now he has to clean the whole room? While Stephanie basically keeps gathering up kids. I mean, it would have been much easier if she would have kept them occupied with something. But no, she doesn't think of that, you know. Let's sit and read a book with these kids and keep them out the way. Or no, Stephanie doesn't think about that. Just let them run amok while Drew's trying to clean and make it look like, you know, she's got this hard job of running after the kids. Disgusting. In my opinion, she should be the one cleaning the room and wrangling up these kids. So then, this cleaning part goes on for much longer than it had to, but the room was filthy. We show Stephanie must have made Drew 2 breakfast sandwiches, 2 hash browns. Manova grabs the hash brown, and Drew says she's always stealing his food, but that ensures that she's getting plenty to eat. And Manova's just wandering around the the shelter room. Okay, no, they don't make this little girl sit down in one place to eat her food so we can contain crumbs. Maybe by that table that y'all dumpster picked. Maybe sit her there or in her little high chair while she's eating something so we're not dropping crumbs everywhere. Oh, no. She's just wandering around the hotel room, eating on this hash brown. After, mind you, Drew just spent, I would say, over an hour cleaning. But whatever. Now, it's time for dessert. Drew steps outside, and what does he do? He smokes again. Yeah, a second time. Goes outside, he's smoking on the stoop yet again. Does the same whole rigmarole. Big old hit, the smoke goes across the screen, he drops the lighter, okay, whatever. He now tells us that oh no, I'm sorry. Ladies, try to stay calm. We see Drew doing push-ups in his tank top with his scrawny little body in the gravel. I don't know what that's about, push-ups in the gravel, but what pissed me off about this is we see Manova go by through gravel, no shoes on her feet. No shoes on that little baby's feet. It goes by real quick, so check that out. You'll see she has no shoes on. But hey, Drew's got his hands all in the gravel as he's doing these push-ups. I guess he's supposed to look sexy. I don't know. It was quite disgusting to me, but I digress. Now, he announces it's time to go pick up Deshawn from school. Mind you, this man just smoked not that long ago. Did the push-ups. Now we're going to pick up Deshawn at school. Deshawn is looking very well. How do I know that? You guessed it. Drew showed him on the camera, and I'm 99% certain that in that parenting plan, even after this custody thing was settled, where it's the 50-50, that he is not supposed to be shown on social media. I'm quite certain. I'm going to be looking into that. But if you know for sure, let me know, because I'm pretty sure he's not to be shown on social media. Then we get this scene, and it looks so uncomfortable. Deshawn and Stephanie hugging, and poor Deshawn, it looks like he just lightly taps Stephanie on the arms, and he looks very uncomfortable. Manova's happy to see her big brother, which was cute to see. And we see Deshawn holding Manova. It was cute. He looked so uncomfortable around Stephanie. Now it's time for Drew to go pick up the girls from school. I surely hope he did not leave Deshawn alone with Stephanie while he went to pick up these girls, because we don't see Deshawn in the car unless he's in that passenger side seat. Because we see the two girls in the back, Drew driving, Drew cheesing at the camera that he went to pick up these girls. Teeth just, oof. Like, I mean, I have a bad tooth too, but looks like these teeth ain't been brushed in a minute. Okay, now, after that, it's time to do his quote-unquote gig work. We see him at the gas station. Now, remember I told you he spent the $10.50 on the energy drinks that morning? He gets yet another energy drink. Yeah, another one. So, you know, he spent, let's see, that'd be $10.50 in the gas station. I'd assume they're at least $4. So let's say he spent about $15 on energy drinks that day. He smoked twice. All this while your children don't have housing. Well, you have them in a filthy shelter room. And that was Drew's day. I would have never posted any of that. You know, I say it all the time, but I'm at a loss again. Drew Jenkins, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're spending all this money on energy drinks, smoking, and he actually had me fooled. I actually thought he was the one with a little bit of financial sense, but apparently neither one of them has any kind of common sense, financial sense. Not even 2 cents in their pocket. Let me know what you think.